Time to celebrate Halloween. Hey guys, Shawn here from the Everyday Aficionados, and today we're taking a look at our first pumpkin beer of the season, and this one's out of Texas. Gotta give a special thank you to Keith from the Beer Bros for hooking me up with this one. This is St. Arnold's Pumpkinator. It's an Imperial pumpkin stout. This right here is actually the 2015 version, so this bottle's been aging for about a year. It's 10% ABV, I believe, and it's brewed with pumpkin spices, pumpkin, molasses, and brown sugar. This beer actually has some pretty darn good ratings online, and as far as I know, I'm pretty sure people line up to get this stuff. They have a special release day, so really excited to try this one out. Definitely enjoy a good pumpkin beer. A pumpkin stout in particular is definitely something that's right up my alley. Let's get into this one. Oh yeah, definitely getting those pumpkin spices coming through. Lots of cinnamon, allspice, clove. Yeah, heavy on the cinnamon. A little bit of a chocolatey note in there. Slight roasty coffee notes. That brown sugar is coming through too. A little bit of a dark fruit note. It almost smells like a brown sugar coated raisin. Definitely some vanilla coming through as well. A little bit of a breadiness. It just has a sweetness to it. Definitely more towards the dessert side of the spectrum. Big pumpkin pie spices, like I said. Even a bit of an earthy, like leafy note to it. It smells really good. Can't wait to try it out. Cheers. Oh wow. That is really good. I was a little bit worried when I poured it out because it didn't seem very dark for an Imperial Stout, especially a 10% Imperial Stout. I mean, you're getting some light coming through it. It has like a ruby hue to it, so I wasn't sure if the stout characteristics were going to come through heavily or if it was going to be kind of thin. And I would say the body is a little bit disappointing. Lighter side of full towards the heavier side of medium. But the stout characteristics come through in the flavor. You're getting a nice chocolatey note. It's a solid mocha character. A little bit of dark chocolate bitterness in there. Slight roastiness. In terms of the pumpkin pie spices, you're getting that cinnamon coming through like I got on the aroma. Big cinnamon. A clove, allspice, nutmeg. I don't even think I mentioned nutmeg on the aroma, but definitely getting some nutmeg coming through. And it has that dark fruit character that I was getting on the aroma. Again, it's like brown sugar coated raisins or figs. A little bit of that sort of leafy, earthy, potpourri-ish character that you get from some pumpkin beers, but much more pulled back than in most pumpkin beers. And I don't know if this is because this bottle's been sitting around for a year or because of the 10% ABV, but it almost has a slight barrel age-esque character to it. Just a nice booziness coming through. It actually might be the vanilla-like character that I'm getting that helps it feel barrel aged, but it definitely has a booziness to it. It feels like a bigger ABV beer. You get a nice warming going down. In terms of the malt character, I already said you're getting that chocolatey note and some of the roastiness coming through. But there's also a breadiness, almost like a burnt toffee character. And the finish on this one, you're definitely getting a lingering molasses-like residual sweetness, as well as the pumpkin pie spices, and maybe even some of the dark fruits, that booziness. Alright, so for my final thoughts on St. Arnold's Pumpkinator, this one is going to get a really solid A for me. This beer is just a really great sipper. It feels like something that you want to drink in the fall or the winter. It has that booziness that really complements the spices and the dark fruit notes very nicely. My only gripe with it is that it does lack in body a little bit. For what I like in my Imperial Stouts, it's on the thinner side, and the longer I sat with it, the more it warmed up. It just felt even thinner. But really, that is my only complaint with this one. I mean, it's one of the better pumpkin beers that I've had, and in terms of pumpkin Imperial Stouts, it's pretty close between this one and Southern Tier's Warlock in terms of my favorite. I'd have a hard time choosing because I think they're so different. If I'm in the mood for a more dessert-like pumpkin pie beer, I'm going to go with Warlock. But if I'm in the mood for a complex, spicy, boozy sipper, then I'm definitely going with this one because, I mean, it reminds me a lot of a winter warmer, really, in terms of the characteristics and what it offers. So not necessarily something that screams like pumpkin beer to me or pumpkin pie or anything like that. Again, it's more towards that winter warmer style that spices the booziness. But if that's what you enjoy in your fall beers, your pumpkin beers, then you're really going to love this one. If you can get your hands on it, St. Arnold's Pumpkinator, definitely give it a try. Have you guys been able to try this beer? What do you think of it? What are some of your favorite pumpkin stouts? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, drink responsibly and passionately. Thanks for watching.